You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast, and this is show number 527 for Sunday the 17th of November 2024.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jane.
Hello there, Michelle, and how are we doing this fine week?
We are doing really well, and
Good.
I am excited because Christmas is a-coming.
Yay, not fun. You know what? I'm in that excited phase and that, oh my goodness, have I done anything yet for Christmas phase? Oh my goodness, no, I haven't. Oh my goodness, I better get my bottom in gear and get things sorted phase.
Oh, you see, I've got it all down pat, mate. It's all sorted. I've got gifts online and ready to be dispatched from the place I've ordered them online, all sorted. I've got gifts ready to take with me overseas for my Christmas extravaganza, all sorted.
Yeah, and there's me. I've bought a couple of Christmas decorations because that's really important, and I'm about to attempt to make a table decoration. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not very crafty, so this could go drastically wrong before I've even started. And I've got it in the calendar that I'm decorating everywhere next weekend.
Joy.
And that's about it.
Bless you.
It'll happen. It'll happen. It's Christmas. It'll just happen. I know it will.
It will. And at the end of the day, it's not about the gifts you're giving. It's about the love you're sending.
And the memories you're creating. Exactly.
100%. Or in my case, the jam that you are giving.
Jam and gingerbread syrup.
Yeah, I've gone a bit crazy on the jam now. And somebody just mentioned to me, how much is your luggage allowance? Because I've now got 11 jars of jam to take with me to California. I've gone a bit crazy on this, and I didn't realise the jam alone weighs 7 kilos.
How many cases have you got, Michelle?
I'm allowed 2 at 23 kilos each.
Oh, you'll be fine.
So, and I'm hoping one of the cases is going to have a special little space to bring back the gingerbread popcorn bucket from Disneyland. Fingers crossed.
Well, by the time you've dispersed the jars of jam, there's your space.
Exactly. And I was really happy because I was knitting a scarf to take over as a gift. I finished that, so I'm really, really happy. So
Nice.
I'm ticking things off the list. But talking about ticking things off the list and whether you're going to be naughty and nice, you can meet Santa in a plethora of places in your favourite theme park.
Of course. It's that time of the year.
It is. And where can we meet him if we were happening to be in Disneyland in California, Jane?
Well, over in Disneyland, you can go to DCA and find him on the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. You can also find him over in Disneyland itself at Fantasyland Theatre. So both parks, you'll be able to find Santa. Obviously, he won't be in both parks at the same time because there is only one Father Christmas, of course.
Of course.
And then actually, bless him, he's going to be busy because then you can go to the hotels. So you'll be able to find him at the main lobby of Pixar Place. He'll be in the Great Hall at the Grand Californian and in the main lobby at Disneyland.
Fantastic.
So to quote Disney, you can come and say ho, ho, hello to Santa before he heads to the North Pole, apparently.
Or before he heads over to Walt Disney World, where he's going to be meeting people there. And you can meet him in the Liberty Square over at the Enchanted Glade Gazebo, starting in December. He's roughly there between 1 and 5 p.m. Details will be in the My Disney Experience app. Now, you can also hear Santa talking about Tales of Christmas at Epcot as you wander round the pavilion. But you can also meet and greet him, oh my word, and this was one of my most amazing memories from last year, was meeting Santa at the Odyssey building at Epcot as well. And we also got a free little gift as we were lining up to meet him. So that was cute.
Oh.
You can meet him at the It's a Wonderful shop on Grand Avenue in Hollywood Studios. Yes, you heard it right. It's a Wonderful shop has now been fully transferred into a Santa meet and greet area. Animal Kingdom, you can meet him at the 75th Annual Dino Institute Holiday Party on the patio at Restaurantosaurus. He's going to be there now all the way through till Christmas Eve, and it does look particularly spiffing. Now, if you think that's it, you are wrong. Santa has got skates this year. He is going to be meeting and greeting at Blizzard Beach as well. You might catch him catching some rays in the sunshine, and you can also meet him at the Santa's Work Marketplace near Disney Pin Traders all the way through till Christmas Eve at various points from 9 a.m. through till 6 p.m. Additionally, after you visit Santa, you can write a letter to him, which I thought was really cute.
That's lovely.
And you can, if you wish, go and meet Santa at Mario and Enza's Breakfast with Santa, if you wish, where you can enjoy a family-style breakfast, meet Santa and his elves, grab a family photo, and have some kid-friendly holiday activities. And that starts December 14th through to the 24th.
It's no wonder he takes a year off, is it? When he's this busy.
So obviously one thing that Santa does when he is not enjoying Christmas and meeting and greeting everybody, he obviously needs to eat good food and drink good beverages.
That is part and parcel of Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely. And how about doing that at the Cake Bake Shop, the restaurant by Gwendolyn Rogers, because now it is offering its afternoon tea.
Oh, I've not heard about this.
So, remember I said earlier in the week that we were still upset over the Grand Floridians not coming back? I posted it on our Instagram at Disdream Girls. Well, you have got an alternative offering now. You can go and pay $95 per adult plus tax and gratuity, or $65 per child, and have an exclusive, enjoyable, glitter-filled experience. So what does it include? Well, firstly, you can have a selection of teas. There's a breakfast, an Earl Grey. There is a summer night fruit infusion. There is a black tea with Indian spices, an oriental tea, and a mint tea, which is naturally decaffeinated for you to select to enjoy. You may wish to pay a little bit extra to indulge with a glass of champagne, or perhaps even a bottle. Prices for the glass range from $12 upwards. For a bottle, prices range from $87 all the way up to the top of the class at $460 for a bottle of Dom Perignon. They're worth it, of course.
Of course.
So what do you get for your $95 alongside the complimentary tea? You start with an orange cranberry scone, and that is accompanied by English clotted cream, their signature pixie jelly, and European-style salted butter. Or to me and you, Jane, butter.
Yes, and isn't this meant to have salt from a particular region in France or something?
Yeah, it's hyper rare, expensive salt. Then you get, it says on the menu, which makes me really laugh, adult finger sandwiches. I'm presuming the sandwiches are finger-sized rather than sandwiches made of fingers. So you can have herbed goat cheese sandwiches with thinly sliced cucumber, chicken salad, egg salad, or Norwegian smoked salmon. They are the classic egg afternoon tea collective of sandwiches, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They do have options for gluten-free, vegetarian and pescatarian. Children also get a range of different finger sandwiches for theirs. Then you have your patisseries, French macaron, their lemon bar, their tea cake, their raspberry bar, jam crumble bar, their magic bar, and chocolate truffle. All of this sounds really good. For me, I would have preferred, instead of the 3 bars, I would have preferred cake.
Yes, I think when I think of afternoon tea, I think of Victoria sponge cake, that type of thing, personally.
And also the cake shop is renowned for their decadent cakes. It would be nice, instead of getting the lemony bars, and the magic bar and the crumbly bar, maybe to have a cake, but we'll see. I have not met or spoke with anybody as yet who has paid the price. As you know, with your tax and gratuity, this is going to be over $100. So it is markedly more expensive than the Grand Floridian's offering when they had it. Maybe it's a little bit more upscale. No news as yet whether annual pass discounts, etc. apply on these prices. If you do plan to go and have a bit of a splurge, and I imagine it will be a really memorable experience, it's just an expensive one, please do let us know. info@disneydreamgirls.com. Right, Jane, after all of that amazing news, shall we talk a little bit about the Christmas joyous festivities that you can see and do if you wish to pay for an upcharge party?
Yeah, got a couple to choose from.
They all began this week, and it is so exciting to see that if you wish to spend more to have more, there is that option. But before I start and we go anything further, having done quite a few of the Disney upcharge parties, I will say Christmas is magical with or without doing this.
Yeah.
And it always really upsets me when I see posts on these groups saying, oh, will it be as magical if I don't do this or if I don't do that? Work to your budget. There are ways of making Christmas at Disney magical without doing the Christmas party. This is what I suppose is the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, particularly with things like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. Do you need to do that to make Walt Disney World the most amazing time ever? No, it's an enhancement.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this numerous times before, isn't it? And it's great that they have these things, but it doesn't mean you have to do these things. They are there for you should you wish to. There is no one, forcing you into any of these. And as you say, you can make a visit to Disney World at any time of the year, whether that be in the middle of the summer or Christmas or whenever, as magical as you can afford to make it. And you don't need to spend oodles of money on top to do that. For me, just being in Disney World itself is magic enough.
Yeah. Dates start on the 8th of November, running all the way through on select nights, all the way up to the 20th of December, which is obviously going to be your most expensive. So prices range from the cheapest at $189 all the way up to $219 plus tax. There are some discounts available for certain groups if you have an annual pass or DVC membership, $10 off the dates in November. So what do you get for your money? You get Minnie's Most Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks show. You get to see Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. You get the opportunity to meet with a variety of Disney Christmas characters in their Disney finery for Christmas. You can also explore the park looking for cookies and festive beverages, which are going to be included with your price. You get to enjoy the beautiful decorations, which you can do any time of the day as well. So what cookies have you got where and when? Tortuga Tavern have the red velvet cake and they have the apple cider. Gaston's Tavern have a buttercream frosted gingerbread cookie and eggnog. Columbia Harbour House have caramel pretzel chocolate chip cookie and hot cocoa by Joffrey's. Cosmic Rays have a buttercream frosted tree cutout cookie and hot chocolate by Joffrey's. And at the lunching pad, you have buttercream frosted red sprinkle cookies. I will say, towards the end of the party nights, getting closer towards Christmas, you get fewer choices. I don't know what happened last year. We was at the very last party. We got the choice of just 3 cookies, a red velvet, a chocolate chip, and a snickerdoodle. And notice this year there are no snickerdoodle cookies.
That's something I was going to say, Michelle, because I distinctly remember you talking about that, and I just wonder whether or not they will have learnt from last year and adjusted at all. Only time will tell, obviously.
Yeah. There are allergy-friendly options at all the locations where you will be offered a cup of water and a bag of chocolate chip cookies, Or at Columbia Harbour House, there are gingerbread cookies which are allergy friendly, but that obviously depends on what your allergy is. If you're allergic to gingerbread, you're not going to be getting that cookie.
No.
So what else is there? Well, there is an atmosphere, there is a bit of a buzz. You can get that. There's the Club Tinsel, there's the Disney Junior Jingle Jam. You can pay extra to go and even have the fireworks viewing, which in my opinion, paying an upcharge at an upcharge event is pretty stupid, but each to their own with their money. There's some nice photo ops as well. There's merchandise. There is the most adorable Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party dated 2024 with a big Mickey on the front in red lug bag for $65, which looks sensational. There's some ride overlays at Space Mountain, Tomorrowland Speedway, the Mad Tea Party, Jingle Cruise is back for a bit of a giggle, and also Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. All sorts of characters that you can meet, and obviously there is that ability to get on rides at a much shorter wait. So that is the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Over to you, Jane. Tell us all about Jollywood Nights.
Yeah, so Jollywood Nights. So obviously this is the second year that they've been running Jollywood. They started last year, and I think last year maybe didn't go quite as well as what they expected. I think it had a bit of a rocky start, shall we say. I think it got better as the evenings went on. And I think from a few vlogs that I've seen and just looking at what they're offering, I think they've learnt from last year, shall we say. So Jollywood started on November the 9th. It runs through on select nights to the 21st of December. Tickets slightly cheaper than Mickey's. They range from $159 up to $179 at the most expensive ones. So, and again, it's a bit like any of these usual parties, like Mickey's Very Merry. It runs from 7:30 till 12:30, but you're allowed in the studios from 6. Obviously, you're going to be able to make best use of your $179 maximum price tag there, the earlier that you get into the park. Again, usual thing with wristbands and lanyards, etc. They have a lot of exclusive shows, as they would like to call them. One of the new ones that's happening this year is Glisten, which is an ice skating spectacular. Apparently, it features international champion skaters set to holiday music.
I've seen that, Jane. I was watching a vlog last night, and it's on an elevated stage, isn't it? And it's not particularly Disney-fied. Am I right with that?
Yeah, I've not really seen very much of it. I've only seen a very small bit of it, and it doesn't look like it's a very big area for them to skate on either. So all kudos for them for doing it. It just says it's a show complete with projections up on the Chinese theatre, and I know that they've got it roped off so that if you're there's a tape on the floor, so if you're in a certain part, you used to sit down, and then those behind can stand up, just so everybody gets a decent view of it. So it's a unique thing that they're doing. So we shall see how it progresses. Very seasonal, very festive to do.
Yeah, and as we know, your daughter loves a good ice skate.
Well, as we record this, it will be her first night at skating. They have just bought their season tickets, and they have an ice rink that will be now open daily from today, the 14th of November, through to about the 3rd of Jan. So Molly and her fella Dan will be skating probably, if not 7 days out of 7, I would say probably an average 5 days out of 7.
Cool. So what else can we enjoy at Jollywood?
We've got Holidays in Hollywood, which is down at the Theatre of the Stars on Sunset Boulevard. So this, if you remember from last year, features Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. I think from what I've seen, you also get Belle will make an appearance along with Mickey and Minnie as well. So it's like a little live show. We've also got, what's this? The Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. So we get a chance to see Oogie Boogie. So who's not going to love that? Got to be a must. Oh, that would be on my list of things that I would have to do. So a big sing-along event in there. Fireworks. So we've got Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. If my memory serves me right, Michelle, I think this kind of was showing back in 2016, and then obviously it went away. So they brought it back for these Jollywood nights. So that's going to take place at 10 o'clock on an evening. There is a limited capacity entertainment, shall we say, this is called. So we have Jazzy Holidays, which is happening over at the Hollywood Brown Derby, but this is obviously an extra thing that you're going to have to pay for. So like you were saying before, it's something else on top of something else. So
And I did see a few vlogs of people eating in there, and there was no atmosphere whatsoever because there wasn't many people in there.
yeah, difficult one, isn't it? Especially when they're doing Twilight Soiree again at the Tip Top Club, which is in the courtyard of the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And a few vlogs that I've seen, this band looks pretty good actually. They get a couple of dancers out as well, and the girl can sing. So if you like all those old Christmas tunes, it's kind of right up my street. I do love that sort of era of the classic 1940s, 1950s sort of swing vibe. So
Absolutely.
that's a definite one to go and catch. There's also lots of characters that you can see. Some are in festive garb, shall we say. Some are just rare ones. We've got everything from, apparently new this year, we've got Baloo, or King Louie will appear. We've got Jose Carrico and Panchito from Three Caballeros, Bo Peep Palazzo from Toy Story, Mandalorian's out at Galaxy's Edge, so you can actually go and meet and greet rather than just kind of wandering around. Joy from Inside Out over at Pixar Place. We've got Phineas and Ferb, Max Goof, Rescue Rangers, Chippendale, Stitch as Santa, your favourite Santa Duffy will be there. We've got Edna Mode and Frozone. We've got Donald and Daisy. We've got Mickey and Minnie. So there's lots of characters all the way throughout. There's also been a few kind of surprise characters so far. I think the most surprising one was Doctor Strange appeared on one of the first nights, which is interesting because obviously there's the whole issue between Universal and Disney and Marvel characters. So that was an interesting one to see pop up. We've also had like Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio and a few more that have appeared already. So it'd be interesting to see as they go on if we get any more of these surprise appearances. There is like a little dance party over at Pixar Place. Mike Wazowski was out. There is, I don't know what exactly it's called. There was I saw one that got like a Latin vibe dance party that was happening. So there's lots of stuff happening. It feels a more complete event than it felt last year from what I've seen. And of course you've got merch and you've got all your foodie treats as well on top of all of that. And obviously the merch is centering around Ollie, who is their little mascot for the whole event. So my first opinions, and I've only watched a couple of vlogs to be fair, is it looks like they've learned from what they did last year and have stepped up the game. And I think very much it's kind of aimed more at the grown-ups.
Yeah.
In some respects, there was lots of people who'd gone to the bother of dressing up snazzily, you know, Dapper Dan-esque type thing and making a bit of an effort. So I have to say, listening to your report last year on Mickey's Very Merry, I think I might be tempted. If I was there, I may be tempted to give Jollywood a go if it was in my budget. And it's that bit cheaper than Mickey's Very Merry as well, isn't it? And the decorations at Hollywood Studios are just of the bomb. So
yeah,
there's lots going for it in my book.
Both parties give you a gift. The party, Mickey Very Merry, you get a metal ornament, which is a little gingerbread house, which is dated, can be hung on your Christmas tree. The gift over at Jollywood, isn't it marshmallows?
Yeah.
Champagne marshmallows without alcohol.
It's kind of a bit of it's kind of an oxymoron, that, isn't it?
It is a bit. But it's nice that both you get the official exclusive park map for everything that's happening and you get a reminder of the event. I think I'm with you, Jane. I'd probably like to try out Jollywood Nights, having done the Christmas party and, in my opinion, one and done. Over with. Don't want to do it again.
And remember, you've got lots of attractions that are still open as well. So, you know, if you wanted to use it as an excuse to get on something that you've not been able to get on, or, you know, you've got your favourite ride that's going to have a really, really short wait time, then you've got that to take into consideration as well, haven't you? So, yeah, I would be tempted, and I'll be tempted if you can get in at 6 o'clock, get in at 6 and get the bang out your book for it.
Yeah, and get in the spirit and dress up and wear some snazzy outfits.
I think that's what appeals to me, that the fun that you can have with it, and just embrace the Christmas spirit and get glammed up for a change.
In an upcoming podcast, we will be having a very special guest who will be talking through their plans for visiting the Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World and the like during the festive season. And I will be posing the question, are you paying for any upscale events, and see what they say. So stay tuned for that one. We'll be back with that in about a week or so. So that's very exciting coming up as well. Anyway, we want to end the show by saying a big thank you to our wonderful producers, our fantastic Patreon supporters. You will be getting an exclusive audio podcast just for you coming your way in the next day or so, with a massive announcement that you are getting exclusively. So thank you for your support. If you want to see more content from us, we post virtually daily on Instagram at DisDreamGirls. Why not pop on over, see what we're up to? You can always contact us via info@DisneyDreamGirls.com. But until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And bye from me.